I feel a sense of pride in this, but honestly even I cannot discern if it can separate the music that well. Honestly, I cannot even hear that music separation myself. Hello everyone, this is Era. I bought the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and it's already been a month. Despite the news about the release support and various other discussions, I was using the Galaxy Note 20. Since I also use an iPhone, the cycle is quite long. But after 5 years with the Galaxy Note 20, I finally got the Galaxy S25. Having spent a month with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I can affirm it has been a rewarding experience. The Galaxy AI has seen substantial updates, improving both on-device and server AI functionalities. These enhancements make the Ultra a device you'll continuously enjoy using. Let me walk you through these features and their technical details. Today I'll summarize to help you decide if you should wait for the new iPhone or go for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. First, when you unbox it, it comes out like this. These days, due to environmental concerns, the packaging is quite minimal. So I pulled out the sealed item and chose the white one. The white version looks pretty clean this time. The titanium white variant features a sleek design, complemented by its metallic edges. It has a neat and pretty layout, but it's a bit disappointing that the S Pen does not support Bluetooth this time, because I used that feature a lot when taking group photos. These days, spreading your palm can take a photo automatically. There are many such features, so it's good to use them. The cable is simple. If you set it to move from another phone with a SIM, it transfers automatically. Just connect it to the Note 20 and set it up. I tried to change the device myself with an eSIM, but it doesn't work with budget phones. Now, I am using a self-purchased device, and I always make sure to buy unlocked phones only. Simply connect it with a cable and copy the data, and you can retrieve all your data smoothly. So, when I evaluate the AI features of the Galaxy S25 Ultra and other functionalities from the perspective of daily usage, these 6 features are truly useful. I'll introduce just 6 features quickly. First, let's check out the eraser function in the gallery. The eraser function using AI was already available, but now it seems much more natural. For instance, if you want to remove the person next to the woman, you can just roughly circle the area, and the AI will outline and completely delete it. So, when you click the eraser button, that part becomes transparent and is filled in naturally. Do you see how it fills in the image seamlessly? The text part looks a bit awkward, though. If I want to erase my foot like this, I can just draw circles around it, and the AI will automatically detect and outline the specific parts for me. So, after removing the thigh area like that, doesn't the bed part look incredibly neat and tidy all by itself? The performance has significantly increased. This feature appears to be quite practical. The next feature to discuss is the Drawing AI. When you check it out, you'll find numerous image generation tools based on diffusion models. However, it shows how it uses both server-based and on-device AI simultaneously, but it seems to work well only in certain sections. Here, I've written it down in detail, like in a YouTube video, but it's not working even though I typed it this way. It says the content cannot be produced, probably because of using specific words like Red Bull or certain terms on YouTube. It doesn't work well, so I'll show you the worst part first with the drawing assistant. I did not think I would use it much. I tried to create a boxing match between a humanoid and Inga, but it did not work. There seemed to be some limitations. So I made something more general. A beautiful boy sending off a paper boat at sunset watched by his grandmother. It looks like converting text into images is somewhat limited. Even if you're a graduate student in engineering, it only generates images related to engineering. The text recognition accuracy of complex large language models appears to be somewhat lacking. So, I do not recommend this, but if you use the drawing assistant and click on the first pen, you can just roughly sketch and create buildings, crosswalks, people, and cars. Then you can choose a style, and it will make it look quite decent, even though the crosswalk might look like a ladder. By changing things this way, you can create something that looks a bit more like your own. If you try to modify something you made, like this scene where I'm wearing a mask, it doesn't work well when you ask to change the image so the face isn't visible. You end up with just the headgear. Even with a side view like this, you can't produce content. This feature is somewhat lacking. However, photos with distinct facial features like eyes, nose, and mouth can be adjusted well. It can detect faces and recreate them in different styles, which can be quite handy. Another impressive feature is its capability to differentiate and isolate voices in videos. I tested the voice recording by filming directly in this noisy shopping mall. So I intentionally went to a bustling area filled with children, and I noticed that there are speakers placed both above and below in such noisy environments. A speaker this small might struggle to separate the sounds, but let's put it to the test. Can it truly distinguish this? Actually, you just need to go into the gallery and set it up for any video. Now this shimmering star icon signifies the Galaxy AI. By pressing it, you gain access to its features. Once activated, a menu pops up allowing you to adjust the voice levels. For example, if you want to make your voice louder, you can increase the volume to 100. This will significantly enhance the audio output, even on speakers that usually have a lower volume. When you reduce it to -100, you can notice a slight enhancement, don't you think? I've run a variety of tests, and to be honest, the voice quality isn't particularly impressive. Nevertheless, it can be handy for clarifying voices in certain unclear situations, or when you need to catch background sounds. I was curious about how it would handle blending with other voices, so I deliberately went to a noisy area where fathers were taking care of their children. I went there and they were playing music through the speakers since we were in a shopping mall. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can separate all these different sounds and music even with my ears. I can hear a lot of loud noises. Let's try to separate it. Alright, we have music from the speaker here, and we are in a mall. I'm not sure if I can distinguish music and pride like that. Honestly, I can barely hear it myself. With all the ambient noise, distinguishing other people's voices can be quite difficult. So, if you need to separate out a particular sound for clearer listening, this feature is quite useful. The fourth feature is the Browsing Assistant, which leverages AI to enhance your experience while reading articles. While browsing the web, you can utilize many features like this. For instance, if you click the star icon on a Reuters article, it can serve as a browsing assistant by summarizing, translating, or reading the key points to you. However, it appears that websites like Reuters and the New York Times have implemented measures to prevent this feature from functioning. So, while it can prevent the reading aloud feature, it generally allows for the quick summarization and immediate use of such functionalities. This becomes particularly important because even now, you can see the basic and extended summaries related to LLM in the machine learning section of apple.com, making it easier to grasp complex information swiftly. Absolutely, you could take a more conservative approach, but since a significant portion operates directly on the device, it enables quick and easy summarization. I've found myself using it frequently because copying each link and going through the whole process can be quite tedious. However, after reading several articles, you will notice that this method is much more efficient. You can see this, and the pronunciation is quite good if you listen to it. When I receive messages like these, I find myself frequently using the text generation feature quite often. A powerful writing and editing tool. Here, you can write, translate conversations, check spelling and grammar, and set sentence style. When writing, use it like a prompt or ChatGPT. Just write what you want, and it will draft it for you. Instead of saying stop sending messages, you can write it politely as, after reviewing your inquiry, we regret to inform you that we cannot proceed at this time. No need to text everything manually. AI can create a draft for you. This is also a text closing feature, but if they have built an interface that allows you to do it so easily on device, that's probably why this is being hailed as a truly useful AI phone. Lastly, the Ultra has a 100 times zoom, and for videos it can go up to 20 times zoom, which a lot of people use because it's really handy. It's not really an AI feature, but the video zoom has become incredibly stable. When we zoom in or out too quickly, it can cause some stuttering or lag, but now the transitions have become noticeably smoother. The adjustments have significantly improved, and when you pan to the left while zoomed in, it can sometimes become shaky and hard to maintain focus. But with the optical image stabilization feature, it stabilizes a bit, which I find quite satisfying. Now, when it comes to small LLMs, they are advancing quite rapidly. However, considering the robust mobile network we have here in South Korea, you can use them without any issues. Our technology has evolved significantly, although 5G does have its quirks. In such a well-connected environment, I honestly wonder why one would specifically opt for on-device AI. The fact that you can create messages directly in the message window with such a user-friendly user experience makes things a lot more convenient and accessible. As these features accumulate and improve over time, even those who do not usually use AI will start using them casually, thinking, oh, this new feature is pretty good, and it will gradually become more familiar and widespread. I used the Galaxy S25 Ultra for a month, thinking the larger features might improve over time. I've summarized the functionalities I used most frequently. The AI in this smartphone uses a hybrid strategy, combining both on-device and server-based AI. This aims to provide a satisfying experience in terms of user experience and usability. I was able to take a preliminary look at how these aspects are spreading, so I have summarized it here for you. At the Anti-Engineering Channel store, we have a variety of fun items like the anti-engineering hoodie that Lab Director Uni personally wears, as well as various desk pads. If you need any of these, please show your support. I'm not charging any membership fees or anything like that, right? I'm doing this for the fun of it, so your support and encouragement would be greatly appreciated. Additionally, I keep sharing various updates on Instagram, so if you want to stay in the loop and watch entertaining short videos, please follow me. This has been Unreal Tech Error. Until next time, this was Error. Please also introduce our Hebel channel to those who are more comfortable with English.